All right, YouTube and Twitch both going. Hello, it is YeOldeCouple here.
Very old couple.
And we're going to go ahead and play some video games. Rach, your fingers have not been feeling completely great.
Yeah, I've had some issues, so my ring finger has been like swollen and really sore. So he's going to curtail the game for me tonight so I'm not fumbling with a controller as much.
That's the hope anyway. We're going with You Don't Know Jack for the first PlayStation because it's just, you just press buttons to pick your answer for trivia.
Feel free to chime in the chat.
Absolutely. We will not see you on the YouTube side if you chat there. Sorry, we won't see that. Although maybe I'll set this up where we can see it via this phone here.
Well, there you go.
But for now, we'll see you on the Twitch side for sure.
It's a loading. You Don't Know Jack automatically saves high scores and question data to the memory card without displaying
saved messages. It's true. And there was more words also.
And words.
60 seconds. I do not care to discuss the nature of my relationship with Mr. Burrow. All right, yes, it's huge.
When was this put out, babe?
Hey, my name's Raul. How many people do we have?
Mid-90s. And let's say that's going to be 2.
You know what they say, two's company. I think they say that, don't they? Okay, now, if you're sitting on the left, yeah, got it. And
let's go with the 21 question game, yeah.
Consider it done.
And I just push whichever one you want.
He's going to give you instructions right now.
Oh.
The first one of you to buzz in on a question gets first stab at the answer. So you buzz in and then press the button on the controller that matches the answer. Read me? So up here are the buttons that'll be your buzzer. Over here are the buttons you'll hit to pick your answer. Yes, it's that easy.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Go to black.
9.
All right, we're
8,
going.
7.
Thank God.
6.
Bring in the logo.
5. 4.
Yeah, looks like it's gone.
Got your phone holder?
Yeah, I'm going to get my phone holder here. If you got that, that's perfect. Then I can see the YouTube portion of this. Television. All right. What you don't know will be preserved on the internet for everybody to see.
Unless it's on MySpace.
There's that.
It's time for the
That's
show
what-
where high culture and pop
There's
culture
probably some bits
collide.
of MySpace that I stole.
Oh yeah, some of it's
Thank
still.
both of you for showing up today. It was either host your game or create world peace. This is so much more interesting. Okay. Now listen, you two. I've seen these questions, and well, don't get your hopes up for a new summer home or anything. All right, first order of business: screws. Listen up. Say the question comes up, and your neighbor gets that Mount Rushmore look on their face like they don't have a clue as to what's going on. It's a perfect time to buzz in, hit the select button, and screw them. Then they've got to answer it. Got it? Now let's see.
It doesn't say select, but that's that one right there.
Oh, over here.
Yep, that's the select
left
button.
side?
That, yeah.
Player 2.
Same as,
Pick your pick.
and you, I think I'm player 2 though. Let me double check it. That's you.
Let's go with, which one's O?
Circle is B.
Circle.
Let's see if I have a PlayStation controller you can.
Say hello to Got That Dwarf of Breath Mint, and you're playing for
That's the
$3,000
configuration.
cash money. Hey, even a fair maiden has to be on the lookout for simple chronic halitosis. Because he doesn't receive a farewell kiss in the final scene of Snow White, which one of the 7 dwarves might you assume has a problem with bad breath? Sleepy, Sneezy, Doc, or Dopey? No, gotta hit your buzzer! No, I
Buzzer
said
first.
buzz
What's the
in!
buzzer?
Back buttons. It told you that.
Oh.
Player 2, it's yours! Sneezy gets a kiss, but I'm not sure what Snow White was thinking. I mean, it took her 3 weeks to shake that cold he gave her. Player 1, it's yours if you
I'm
want.
guessing as well, except for the fact that I'm not confident. I think it might be Dopey, but I'm staying off to keep my money.
You have no money.
You have $3,000 in
Should
the
have
hole.
picked
I know.
this.
That's
Snow
was my
White
second
kisses every
choice.
dwarf but Sleepy
I knew
in
she
the final
kissed Doc
farewell
and Dopey.
scene, which shows a lot of gall on Snow White's
I thought
part.
maybe
I mean,
Sneezy
as far as
went
I
in
can
for a
tell,
kiss
she
and
didn't
sneezed
brush her
himself
teeth
into
after that
oblivion.
death
good call.
nap she took.
All right, player 2.
Your pick, player 2.
There's your
How
button.
about it?
like the little
Open
songs.
wide.
Yeah, it's
and
one of
get
the best
ready
parts.
for Read my lips. No more history questions.
Oh,
You
I
give me
get
the
out
right
of home.
answer, I give you $3,000. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Which of these was not a winning campaign slogan for a U.S. president? Jackson forever, go the whole hog, free wool for our breeches, older up and ready, always loved his men, or poked him in 44, we'll pierce him in 52.
Wow. I have no idea.
Here's what you should have.
3 of those were real.
Oh, rough and ready, always loved his men is the only made-up slogan in the bunch.
Wow.
Here's a funny political slogan for you. I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Alright, player 2, still you.
Time. Player 2, it's your call.
Oh, okay. Let's go with this one. Because that just sounds funny.
And the music fits.
Pucker up for Swapping Beaver. $3,000 for this one. Heads up, here it comes. Let's say there's still bad blood between the ancestors of the main opponents of the French and Indian War. Considering that war's factions, who would be likely to get into this new spat? Ricardo Montalban and Marcel Marceau, Margaret Thatcher and Charo, Michael Caine and Gerard Depardieu, or Jerry Lewis and Sitting Bull?
I feel like we're just going to take guesses. I think we should ring in on every question no
Spain and France
matter
fought
what.
together. France lost Canada, Spain lost Florida. You lost money.
Well,
Okay, fine. If that's going to
Player
be
one,
the
you can take it.
thought, but I'm pretty sure I know which one it's not.
Player one, hit it. The French and Indian War was primarily fought between France and Britain on American soil. Michael Caine is British and Gerard
There you go.
Depardieu is
Is French.
done it.
French.
Oh, I didn't.
Boom.
And I hear there still are some tensions. I'm in more movies. No, I'm in more movies. No, I'm in more movies. Player one, give me category.
Alright, let's go with...
Jupiter Jingle.
Can't stop at dreaming. You gotta head for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember all
Okay,
these?
give it up for
Yeah.
Jupiter Jingle. This one can net you $1,000. Let's see how you handle this one. Which of these slogans might you hear for a product designed to eliminate the permanent atmospheric storm system on Jupiter? Lysol neutralizes dark gas clouds, Visine washes away that hazy pink eye, Clearasil erases that great red spot, or Hoover sucks up the black ash mass. Player one, the great red spot is the permanent hurricane system in Jupiter's
Oh,
atmosphere.
I was thinking that might be it. but
Yeah.
I was like, I
And
don't
again,
know.
maybe Jupiter's just
Good
been
job.
eating too much
Thanks.
chocolate.
Got lucky, actually. I didn't remember for sure, but I was like, I think that's the
Player
right
one,
planet.
your choice. What are we doing?
Super secret didn't read for sure. It's when you've played enough PlayStation games to know which one is which without looking, which in this case becomes necessary.
Now serving. Super secret, do not read. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Hey, I was going through somebody's diary and came across this. Check it out.
Dear diary, won Nobel Prize for chemistry with hubby today, but so what? Mom never lets me forget. She did it first. Radiate this, Mom.
Whose diary does this enter? Take a shot, player two.
Try this one.
See ya.
What's funny is that's what I would have guessed
Would've
as
guessed
well.
too.
But based on that,
Yvonne Joliot
Yep.
Curie was Marie Curie's daughter.
Ah, I had a
Her
feeling
won
that's what
Nobel
they were
Prize
gonna
with her
do, and I
husband for
did not
research in
read
the field
the
of
last name.
radiation. And they both died of
Told you.
leukemia from radiation poisoning. Hey, can
Doing
we
alright.
talk competitive?
I've gotten nothing right.
but you've at least guessed.
What's next?
Oh, Henry.
Oh, Henry. Henri. I'm Henri.
As am I.
Henri.
The selection is, oh, Henry!
Oh,
This one's
Henry.
worth $1,000. Get ready and see if you can picture
100
this.
grand's another candy
This
bar.
holiday season, instead of the gift of the Magi, you give your sweetheart the actual Magi as a gift. What does he or she get from you? A baby Jesus, a group of ancient priests, Doug Henning's dog, or the Egyptian god of fertility? Player one, hit it.
Now you gotta answer.
Yeah,
Answer
I
is
screwed
player
you.
two.
actual.
It's just tragic.
I don't know. I I don't know.
Player 1, it's yours if you want it. It's yours if you want it. The Magi were an ancient cult of
Guess.
Persian priests.
There you go.
Correct guess, but a guess.
Of course, if you buy somebody the Magi, you also have to buy all the Magi accessories. The
Big
altar,
guess.
changeable robes, etc.
Nevertheless.
Player 1, hit me with the category.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah. Had to go that
I am the Thigh Master.
way.
7.
Shake hands with. I'm not a god, but I am the Thigh Master. $1,000 if you get it. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Suppose that exercising on a Nordic track not only got you into great shape, but actually made you a Nordic god. Which of the following could you become
Which
during
one
a
of these is a
workout?
Nord?
Odin, Allah, Mars, or a golden cat?
Norse god.
Player 2, it's yours. Odin is the supreme Nordic deity.
Hey, at least something I knew.
I've never turned into Odin, but after a tough workout, I'm usually Thor in
No,
the
I'm
morning.
$1,000 less.
It's true.
Player 2, give me something. Oh, I was hoping you were going to choose that. Okay, player 1, scram. Player 2, get ready for a dis or dat.
Oh, God.
So, it's going to be the one on the left, the one on the right. Even it's going to say square and circle. You got square and
The
circle.
category for this
It's
dis
gonna
or
be
dat
this or
question
that.
is thunder, thunder and lightning.
So it'll be the one that's on the left
Okay,
and
I'm
the one
going to
on the
read
right.
off seven
Seven
names,
names.
and for each one I want you to tell me if it's the name of a constellation or one of the Thundercats. If it's a constellation, hit your square. If it's a Thundercat, smack the circle. And to skip, hit the triangle button.
This triangle's
You
the
get
top. I think you
500
wanna
for each
skip.
right answer.
It's
and
left
you
or
lose
right, yes.
500
Just
for each
remember
one
that.
you get
Good.
wrong or that you don't get to. Okay,
You got
I have
this.
30 seconds on the clock, please. Let's go in. Leo, constellation. Lion-O. Draco. Virgo.
Oh, shit.
Andro. Tigra. One more. Cassiopeia.
There you go. Hey, you came up
You
positive.
got 4 right,
I wanted
you
them
missed
all to
3.
be
Very
Thundercats,
enthusiastic
apparently.
about that. Let's
Fair.
throw it into your total.
Oh, $500.
Leo
Your score could be
was
going
very
down. In fact, it still might. Let's find out.
mine because they know
Because
you
you're
were
looking
thinking
for
of
Lion-O.
Let's
Lion-O,
have a category.
and they knew it. That's why they put Lion-O right after
Yeah, they're messing with us. Oh, well, I knew that was what you were going to pick.
This one likes to go by. I give that song a 47, Dick. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hope you brought your suit.
It's
Gotta
time
get
to get wet.
What hit tune would be the best choice for a group called the Suffragettes to release as their first single? Beat the Kids in America, Men at Work in Skirts, I Am Woman, Let Me Vote, or Ouch, That's Smart.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Buzz? Were you trying to screw? Yeah, buzz it.
Take the
And then
shot, player.
select.
There you go. I just don't want to waste it.
The Suffragettes were
I knew
women
you.
who fought for the right to vote.
I'm proving you right that you were going to
A
wipe the
woman
walls with me.
voting. What next? Sing that noise called the rock and roll.
A lot of times it's like they say, it's where high culture and pop
Guess what,
culture
player two?
collide.
You're the one who's
It's normally not the smart part, I know. It's the
Pop culture pieces.
yeah, that piece of it. Yeah,
You can reason quite a bit. Though.
Player one,
it's a lot of
tell me
times
what's
it's eliminating it and saying that it's not this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so naughty. You just picked a three-way.
My goodness.
I realized that the PlayStation version of this cleaned it up a little bit.
Okay,
Because
this
the
is
PC
simple,
version
but
of
hear
this,
me
there's
out
like a
anyway. You
moaning
can't
every
see a
time that you got
three-way
it
like
right.
this one.
Oh,
Buzz in when the correct three-way
you
member is
ending?
lit
Yes,
up,
and you'll
you
buzz in
score.
when it's the right one.
Woohoo!
with back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. Alright, let's get this party rolling. The category
Yeah, that
for
was
this
just an
little
example.
number is Goldilocks in the house. Let's see, this one's too soft, this one's too hard. Now this three-way's just right. It's all about the three bears, Mama, Papa, and Baby.
So all of the things
Okay,
will
hand on your buzzer.
have to
Here's
do
your
with it.
three-way.
So which one does blank don't preach? Which one is that? There you go.
Woohoo!
Ah, nice.
Mama did say knock you out.
Oh shit!
Papa face.
That was baby face, but I thought it was gonna do it. Dang it!
Yep, they messed with you. My mama done told me.
You're so fast on that trigger.
Woo! It's all over. Let's see what happened. All right, player one.
You have a
came
distinct
out on
advantage on
top.
those
Let's see
particular
what the overall
sequences.
scores
Yes,
look like.
you are
Well, seems to me player one is whipping some tail in this game.
I didn't actually know all of those.
Yeah. No, I believe it. You just hit it at the wrong spot,
Okay,
so
we're
it's like,
halfway home. Let's see how round
you
two
got the
treats you.
pretty cutest little
This is what
Papa
I made out of the screws,
face.
so let me get those. Let's see. Scratch that screws. Screws. Here you are. Every question in round two is worth twice
I
as
specifically
much, so we
tried
got
to
some
think of a
serious
game where you
action
wouldn't have to
step
press a
here.
lot of
Let's get
buttons,
to
so.
it.
Yeah.
I wonder what
I
player
get
two's
like
gonna
really
pick.
anxious with trivia.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you knew every one of those, though. Yeah, it works. What's funny is it's probably the one I would have picked as well.
We share a brain.
This little number's
Yeah.
known as microbrews that never quite made it. Play your cards right, you win $4,000.
You know
Here's
it.
a question that combines two of America's favorite pastimes, TV and beer. If you wanted to tour the fictional Schatz Brewery, which city would you have to visit? Boston, Massachusetts, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Boulder, Colorado, or Seattle, Washington? Player two, grab it.
Probably wrong, but
The fictional Schatz
got it right.
Brewery is located in Milwaukee,
Laverne and
Wisconsin.
Shirley.
Laverne
right
and
around the
Shirley. I was
corner
like,
from
I
Laverne and
loved that
Shirley's.
show as a kid.
Two really funny women who work at a brewery. How
It is a
can
really cute
reality
show.
possibly compare to TV? You have the honors, player two.
Oh my. Let's try that one. Different codes. Different.
They're different.
Different.
The category is different cults. Set up straight. This
Now
one's
the
worth
world don't
$6,000. Think fast. Oh no, Willis from Different Strokes has formed a cult called the Circle of Willis. Based on its meaning in biology, where would Willis's cult most likely meet? At the base of Mr. Drummond's brain, in Kimberly's mouth, under Arnold's thumbnail, or in Mrs. Garrett's butt?
Oh my.
I think my controller is actually disconnected.
I'm gonna do the back button again.
No.
Player one.
Okay, I did it.
And then you're that one.
Oh, that's ugly.
But that means that this one's not going. So we're gonna have to pause this real quick. And maybe reattach. It is like it just stopped in the middle. I don't like it.
We don't like it.
Was one of the things I was thinking though is that if we ended up switching it to this, then you could end up actually having it be something that would match.
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 Oh, you said that. It's funny.
Yeah, there you go. I can get it to where it matches if you were to use this controller instead. And we can plug that in. Actually, could probably utilize it with this.
Now it's time to troubleshoot.
Yeah, it's troubleshooting. It's part of the stream. Does that sometimes. Let's do this. And then, of course, that's going to turn on the PS5, though. But we're going to try to see if we can't connect this instead to this.
You see if it recognizes it.
It's supposed to be able to, but I also don't know how to pair on this. So we're going to be looking that up here real quick, too. Stall for time.
Xbox Series controller, la 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 la. So, we went thrift shopping today.
We did.
It was pretty fun. We found some good stuff.
Yeah.
I got a bird cage.
You did.
I don't even really care for birds that much, but I like bird cages because I put lights in them and make them all pretty. And this particular one, this kind of looks like a haunted house.
I found more CDs from local artists. This one says, "To Cody, you're a stud."
To Cody, you're a stud. just a handwritten inscription.
Yep. Yeah, it was. It's not the name of the CD or anything like that.
Glenn's still on the hunt for the mystery song. If you watched the last episode,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
we
thing
went
for
on
a while.
about it at length.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did we keep that part of the stream up?
I think we did. Yeah,
If you guys want to go back and watch it, you can.
I'm looking
But
for that.
he's still looking for the mystery song. Should anyone be curious, throw a comment in the chat.
Comparing mode on a
Otherwise-
PS5. How do you do it?
Everybody's gonna learn today. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna learn
That's
today.
true. And the create button. Which one is the create button on here? That is something I don't know. But apparently it's both of these. Maybe.
I don't even know where the X, the Y, and the square and the 0 and stuff are.
Well, this will hopefully make it to where you can.
Oh,
That's
I heard it
doing
do
the.
something.
It's doing the Xbox one, I think.
rude.
Until the light bar starts flashing blue. Which. One way or the other, we'll get it to work.
It's the fun part.
Yeah, that's going to be half the stream sometimes.
Yeah. It's okay. We're just figuring this out.
Yeah, it's true. Which one is the
Just
create button? That's what I don't know. PS5 create button.
This is the thing that our friend Tony told us, is that you don't really have to be an expert.
That's the
you just
create
have
button.
to be really good at Googling and finding somebody who is smarter than you
Yep.
that's already done it.
That's already
before
done
you.
it, and they give you the directions that'll...
So you just get good at Google. Sometimes you got to get at the goggle.
It's true.
And it says no.
If nothing else, I can just plug it in, actually, and if we do that, then we don't have to worry about it even...
Oh,
You're going to be right here next to it, so...
wired connection.
Yeah, we'll get a wire connection going real quick, hopefully.
Glenn likes to roll on top of his cords a lot.
I do. I like having to replace them.
He likes having to replace things often. But yeah.
This is the downside of using like a wireless technology that wasn't necessarily meant to work with this.
Glenn tries to make it do what he wants.
Yeah, and sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works out.
Sometimes it does not.
And sometimes it don't.
Mm-hmm. Mounds don't.
It really can only go one of two ways.
Yeah, win or lose, I guess.
Yeah. Or sometimes I guess halfway. If
Or
it's
draw.
working for a second and then it decides to bail on you.
Yeah, we could play win, lose, or draw, because it's kind of what's happening here.
True. That's the two.
That it did recognize.
It's like, oh, it's plugged in.
So now, for the meantime, let's turn this back to that and see if this works. Try that.
Oh, I have to do it.
If you want to try to answer.
Two
Yeah, it
is
worked.
yours.
And now you actually have the correct...
Congratulations, you've just made me lose my appetite
I just
for
wanted
the
to
entire
choose the
week.
button.
That's fair.
I don't.
Should
I
have
don't
picked
know.
this. The circle of Willis is a collection of arteries at the base of the brain.
Makes sense.
Boy, those adopting fathers
I'm
will
not
let their
a
kids walk
doctor.
all over them.
Nor am I.
I don't even play one on TV.
Your turn, player.
But now you can actually press the buttons that correspond with. You don't have to do any more second guessing on that.
I think I'm gonna do this one.
That's fair.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do
For the big 13.
Train.
You see, we know all the
Here we
songs.
have.
Right
Played
foot
this for a
blue.
long
Sir,
time.
yes, sir.
Think you can handle
Oh, I need this
$6,001 bills? Let's rock.
Yes, yes, I can.
Considering what type of location is credited as the birthplace of the Marines, which skill would be the most appropriate boot camp training? Clapping when stage lights go out, killing and eating cattle, lifting beer mugs with one hand, or wiping sunscreen on the enemy? Take a shot,
You trying to
player
screw me?
two.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the select button though. There you
This
go.
is lovely. I had one that has three little lines.
Yep. But the one on the right would be like the pause or the start.
But
That
the
would
three,
be the...
these three lines over here was the
Break
one
up.
on
The
the other
Marines were
controller,
believed to
so
have
that's
started
why
at the Ton Tavern, a brew house in Philadelphia.
You knew it.
Gee,
I
the Marines were
vaguely
starting
had it in the back of my
Maybe we should
memory.
change our
I
name to
had
the U.S.
nothing.
of AA.
And that's
Nice
6
work,
grand
player
worth.
2. You
I
just
know.
screwed
I was
yourself.
hoping I'd get that one. Oh, shut your face.
That one's unfortunate.
Player 1.
I-
and
Oh,
you
Baby's got Wayback Machine, of course.
See this? I have no strategy. I did a screw on a $6,000 question that I could have
I
backfired.
purposely did the $1,000 one on you, so if you got it wrong, it wouldn't hurt much.
$6,000 at stake. Oh dear, it seems Mr. Peabody and his pet boy Sherman have gone into a defective Wayback Machine and don't know where they are. Say Mr. Peabody asks someone what time it is and gets the famous quote, "These are the times that try men's souls." In what time period have Mr. Peabody and Sherman emerged? Medieval times, the Great Depression. Player 1. Now, the French Revolution would be the best of times and the worst of answers. Make your move, player 2.
You asked what year this came out, and I believe it was late
Player 2,
90s.
grab it. Now, the Great Depression was about not having any money, like this.
The American Revolution.
Here's what you
Probably.
should have picked. Patriot Thomas Paine wrote these words as a soldier in the Revolutionary Army. So
And now
Sherman
we all
better
know.
grab a musket while Mr. Peabody just goes after
For
some
the
redcoat's crotch.
My goodness.
Player 2, take your pick.
It's all you. 1999 this came out.
99, right before the aughts.
It's true.
Housewares and useless trivia.
Useless trivia.
Coming at you. Thou shalt not watch other lords dance before me. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Put your tray in the upright position.
I'm playing
It's
by
time
golf
for
rules.
takeoff.
Are you?
If the
Yeah.
Lord of the Dance were to wear the one ring from the Lord of the Rings when he dances, what would you most likely hear critics say about the show? The lighting effects are spectacular. That Lord of the Dance kills me. You can't see a thing. Or the Lord is huge. Player 1. The one ring in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings turns its wearer invisible. And after seeing the Lord of the Dance, it apparently makes your
See, if you play
humility
by golf
non-existent.
rules, the less money you have, you're winning.
You're slaying me.
Player 1,
Yeah,
give me
it's true.
category.
Oh. Saturday morning worship.
Yeah, I call it watching cartoons and eating cereal.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah, that's about right.
Let's see what we got going. Saturday morning worship. This one can net you $6,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If the religious philosophy called transcendental meditation were to be incorporated into a new cartoon, what might be the name of the show's lead character? Winnie the Buddha, L. Ron Mother Hubbard, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Bear, or Reverend Sun Myung Spider Moon? All yours, player 1.
Oh, God, baby, I diss you so much.
That's what I was gonna guess too.
I had a second best guess, but we'll see what you. I mean, at this point, what do you get to lose, right? You should chime in.
Take a shot, player 2. Now, L. Ron Hubbard heads the Church of Scientology, and he thanks you for your generous donation.
That's good. Which one do you
See,
think
now,
it
I
was?
could have given you
Spider-Man.
some cash if you picked this.
And I was wrong.
Oh.
The Indian Maharishi Mahesh Yogi founded the Transcendental Meditation
Oh.
religion.
Now repeat this mantra. I will not steal picnic baskets. I will not steal picnic baskets.
Your pick, player
Oh,
2.
you.
How about it?
It has something to do with a butt. I'm gonna pick it.
17.
And this one is, I wonder if he knows Thomas Crapper. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here.
Wasn't that
Hey,
the
you
guy
know
that
that game
invented the toy?
Scrabble?
I
Well,
think so, yeah.
if Alfred M. Butts, the inventor of Scrabble, played his own last name as a word without using a blank, what's the minimum number of points he would earn? 0, 4, 5, or 7? Player 2, grab it! 5 letters, 5 points. A clever deduction by someone who's obviously never played Scrabble.
I think
my ass.
I think that one of those is worth more than the
Player 1,
others,
hit
which
it.
brings us.
B is worth 3 points, and the other letters are worth 1
One
each.
each.
So Alfred would score at least 7 points by spelling his own last name,
Good job.
Butts.
Butts.
I know Scrabble's really popular, but I think it would have sold even more if you would have just called it Butts.
You knew it wasn't zero,
Player
so.
one, your
For sure.
choice. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's a good one. Ugh, sitar. Ugh.
Well, what do we
I
don't
don't know
here?
why.
In the
Now you
beginning,
think
there was a
that and
truck
Michael
stop
McDonald.
diner. $2,000 for a correct answer. Put it in gear, cause here we go. Say the Garden of Eden were a truck stop diner. Based on the creation story, what dish might you expect to suddenly morph into a woman? Adam's apple pie, Adam's bear claw, Adam's prime rib, or Adam's fish fingers?
Go for
Buzz
it.
in, buzz in! Player two, it's milk, but Adam's apple pie does have that taste that bounces around in your throat.
Always worth trying.
For sure.
Player one,
Oh,
player
fuck.
Eve was
Yeah.
fashioned from Adam's rib.
Just realized what they were asking.
Yeah, I
The
initially
other
was going
one-
apple, and then I reread the
They were
question.
fashioned
And
out of
Yeah.
Adam's coleslaw.
I would have. I almost like the apple was like the first thought.
I was like, that's
What's
too
next?
easy, and it sure was. Oh,
Step right up for question 19.
19.
Well, looks like this category is I'll rent any piece of crap for $2. Hello, we're
$2?
talking $6,000, so pay attention.
Aye.
Let's see if you can wrap your head around this.
Look, honey, it's that great video about the brave Scottish guy in the sport his ancestors invented.
What video is this couple renting? Turf on golf, the curling, bobsled road? Take a shot, player two.
I'm just gonna answer
Interesting
every single one.
choice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gonna go as deep in the
Player
hole as I
one,
can. That's
Scots
what he
invented
said.
golf, and derf is a Scottish word for brave or daring.
Oh, Dirk the Daring?
Which
Derf
leads
the
me to
Daring.
my next question. What is the word for I'm gonna shoot my television if I have to watch Tim Conway do that dwarf bit one more time?
I figured dwarf. Yep. I figured they were going
Player
with
one.
Well,
hit
yo.
the caddy.
Yo! Yo, MTV Raps.
They could be going there, you know.
Good.
This one's
That could be
called
actually exactly what they're doing.
Yo.
Oh, that
Or
sounds a
that
little
Rocky
You don't know
kinda-
this one.
Sly, yeah.
Heads up, here it comes.
Sly Stallone.
Which of these movie reviews best describes Sly Stallone's performance as a compassionate trucker fighting to get his son back, set against the backdrop of competitive arm wrestling? He sure had a
I
mighty
know it,
big
but I'm gonna give
fist.
you a
That-
shot.
Player two, grab it. Sly
You
faces
got it.
The challenge of
I love
playing a
that movie growing
compassionate
up.
There
arm
you go.
wrestler
It was
in
one of my
over the top.
favorites. I went through a phase where I would watch
Sly's
it like
next
at
movie
least
has him
every
playing a
other week.
misunderstood thumb wrestler. Apparently, the thumb wins.
Okay. I believe we're in the Jack Attack. You're picking our final question for this one.
President was. For a bud.
So
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer.
Chicken
You
hearts,
get it
chicken
right,
hearts.
you
No,
get
no.
2,000 in the bank. Get it
Why not?
wrong, I'm making a
Thanks.
withdrawal of 2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue.
buzzer.
There is no place like
You ready with the
the
buzzer?
Jack Attack.
When the
That's what I always
correct
say. It's your home away
thing
from home.
shows up.
So
Oh,
relax.
make sure you
There's
buzz in
nothing to
quick.
worry about.
Ha ha.
Yeah, buddies. I haven't made the connection of what I'm looking for yet. Oh, they all have the word home in them. There you go.
One.
So they all have the, yep. Thanks. Kill him.
Oh. Titus.
What's Tater's precious?
And you're fast. I hit it in a time just a second too late.
Oh, look, jeez.
I'm not going in. Oh.
Damn, player, when you're in the zone, check your heart rate and I'll check the final scores. Player one's got
We
it.
both got 30. She beat me, though.
Player one, you're
That's
like
right.
some
You got the golf score.
Golf, hey, golf rules. I won.
ultimate goal.
won so hard.
The steaming pile
that.
that gets left behind. But don't
I
feel
won
bad, 'cause
twice as hard as you did.
Good job.
You know, like the guy that does the narrating on this.
But yeah, Cookie Masterson.
Cookie Masterson is really fantastic, but if anything ever happened where they needed somebody else, Tim Kitzrow would be great.
Oh, Kitzrow would be the guy.
Hey, Raul, can you find out if
And
we're doing
B.
another one of
Jams.
these?
Great, you guys made it onto the high scoreboard. Of course, it's totally empty, but don't let that
Sorry
stop you
guys,
from
I don't
being
make this
smart.
interesting
Player one,
other than
I think you made it plenty interesting, honestly.
Ah, that's Beachhead. No,
Yeah.
it's not. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Okay.
That's one of them.
What's the other one though that does the scream? The
Impossible
counter?
Mission is the other one.
Well, yeah, when you fall off the thing.
It's mostly Beachhead too.
Beachhead too.
All right, player 2, hit me.
So you got to use the up and down.
Oh,
And then you can touch to the right. You were going the right way.
no.
You're gonna go all the way back through the alphabet. Bah.
He's a butt.
Oh, but that's fair. There you go.
I'm actually gonna go through it. I'm like, I'm just
Well,
gonna
why
do
not?
this.
And then just X, which you can now hit. There you go.
Butt.
But like-
Gosh,
Like
that's a pretty name. Hey, if you want to play
Let's
another
go.
game, or if you want to give us a
True.
break and let us go home and pretend we have
Don't
lives,
do another
let me
one
know.
of these.
Not this
We'll
one.
do whatever you want to do.
You do. You don't know
No
Jack
problem.
Part 2.
You're all gonna grow up to be drunk and love.
See, but then it's not Cookie Masterson either.
It's also good for my dumb brother. Hey,
I guess we don't have to change all the controllers if we stick.
Who told you to
Yeah,
take your
that
foot
was
out
my
of the
thought.
toilet? You
Something
little
along those lines.
Well,
I
watch me
specifically-
lose, watch
A
me
few
nay
day-
nay. Watch
I
me
s-
lose, watch me nay nay.
I was specifically hoping that, yeah,
I always have to somehow reference that. I don't know why. When I
You-
play computer games,
it seems like that's how that works.
that's
Yeah.
how old I am and how non-nerdy I am. I can play computer games.
Is that all?
All right. And here's part 2. Gonna get that going. And we'll change this to a 2.
Solid number 2.
And it doesn't look like it's showing up on the screen, though,
What does
so I'll
number
have to
2
fix that.
work for?
Who doesn't number 2 work for?
I mean,
People who can't poop, I guess.
that's true.
Yeah, it's not showing up, though. I gotta do something different with this because it's not showing the 2. Even though I type it in the 2, I don't like that. Why is it not?
Weird.
Oh, I can see why. I just gotta, no. You see that it's right there and trying to be shown on the screen. And yet it's not showing.
You're okay up there, Skipper. My pug is unhappy.
Yeah, because he wants to be down here.
He does. He's up there crying.
That's what you do.
But if he was down here, he'd be running all over the
Yep.
place and jumping up on me. And
It'd be difficult to try to contend with, I'm afraid.
he's adorable, though.
He's a sweet boy.
Skipper is a battle pug sometimes, and sometimes he's a snuggle pug. He's always a good boy, though.
Can just be a lot sometimes. See?
Yeah, he's like me. He's a lot sometimes. Oh, more like you.
That is definitely more like me.
You are a lot sometimes.
I will be the first to admit to that.
I'm the strange one.
Are you?
You're the a lot one.
Okay. I'll accept that answer. It seems fair to me. All right, there we go. It's not exactly. One thing is.
Oh, you were trying to fit it?
Yeah, I'm trying to fit it into where it actually doesn't look off kilter.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Reset. Restart.
Glenn.
And now we're getting like no sound.
Glenn.
Love that.
Glenn's a man.
The no sound is great. For
Troubleshooting this crap.
For the game where sound
Is necessary.
not only necessary, but one of the key components of it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do that again here. We're gonna.
Screw your neighbor. Don't be a wimp. A Jack Attack. Jellyvision and the Jellyvision logo are registered trademarks, and this or that something or something something.
Because I made it go away for the moment. Words, words, words. Let's get this party started, right?
Let's get this party started
Quickly, right?
Right?
We're gonna aim for quick.
It's okay. Nobody's watching anyways.
At the moment that we know of.
That we know of.
They might
I
watch it
suppose they
later.
could be watching and then
I could be watching this later.
you could.
You could
probably
be
will.
watching this later.
I feel like you go back and watch these.
Yeah, occasionally.
I haven't yet, but
They tend to be fun.
racing games.
Yeah, there's racing games. Could do that too. But
No.
I specifically am concerned about your fingers, though.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I chose something that would be very.
My hands weren't so sore. No,
Mhm.
this particular finger especially. I've been having hand problems. It's part of getting old.
Yeah.
The old couple's getting old.
It's true. Yeah, I mean it's like it's in the name or something.
It's true. It's like we planned it.
What?
We're like, what are we together? Old and a couple.
Yeah, a couple of old folks. Audio options. Maybe
It was
that's.
just science. Science.
We're gonna open up the sound stuff here because again, yeah, this is all sorts of. Okay, the output device for some reason is going to the wireless controller. It's
Oh,
trying
wow.
to play
Through the
through the controller for the sound.
Hello, computer.
That's what it's trying
That's
to
an
do.
old Star Trek reference from the
Yeah,
old movies.
That it is.
That was Scotty. He was funny.
So now that I've done
Hello,
that,
computer.
restart. So that explains what was happening there. Is it was like we've got two sound cards hooked up. One for the microphone that's picking us up for the stream, and one that plays our, everything else here. And thus far, okay, let's see. That's set up there. Headset microphone on the dual. We don't want that for the input either. On Earth, y'all.
It just like rolled the dice and went bleh.
Yeah, as soon as I plugged this in, I think it was like, yeah, no,
What the heck?
you clearly want that controller to be
These
where.
are pretty nice controllers, though.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's a
feel like
PS5
yeah.
controller. Yeah, it's nice as far as that goes.
And it's a chargy one. It doesn't have batteries, so that's nice.
Mostly, the only thing I don't like about that is if the battery ever does end up going out on you, you're basically out of luck.
Oh.
That's the only thing I don't like. There's
Have you
an
ever
audio
had one
mute.
go out on you?
Not yet,
Oh.
but there's always the possibility that it will.
Okay. But batteries are like, they go through them really fast.
Okay, we got sound again.
Just kidding. No, nothing.
Oh, it's fine. I just had to mess around with it there. I reached out to the artist that signed this with to Cody, and I think she just responded.
Glenn's been reaching out to tons of people he doesn't know. Trying to find that song. I'm in love with that song.
Let's see if we can get this wrapped up.
In the light of his choice.
Will the person who is sitting to the left please hit a button? Thank you.
You are sitting to the left.
I am.
Instructions to gameplay are as follows. When you locate the answer to a question, buzz in. The player who buzzes in first will then choose the button that corresponds to the desired
The gameplay is
answer.
basically the same as the other one.
Players, you will use these buttons as your buzzers.
Oh, your back
Use the
buttons
symbol
again.
buttons on your controller to choose an answer.
These graphics are crazy.
Now loading.
At the time, they were very good graphics. Wow. Going down the
All the
point
graphics. See, I will say this one is a shorter game, so you don't have the 21 questions this time. I think it's like 10 or 15.
Well, that's good because we're
The show where high culture and pop culture collide.
10 minutes from
Well,
Mr. Round.
thanks for playing that. By the way, if both of you are suddenly overwhelmed with passion, feel free to turn the TV against the wall.
Like I get
I'll cover my
offended. Come
ears.
on.
Okay, now sit back.
You recognize that though as Schmitty, and he has done some of the more Jackbox ones and stuff. He's the host sometimes when it's not Cookie.
Tap select to screw your neighbor and make
That
an
works the
answer.
same too.
Just hit select, use the left and right arrows to move your screw, and then hit your buzzer when the screw's over who you want to give it to. Got that? Select is the button, screw is the
Can you
function.
accidentally screw
All right,
yourself?
tuck it in. We're moving.
Yeah, if you choose to screw and then you don't pick who to screw, like in a multiplayer game, then yeah, the screw goes right back to you. And you technically screw yourself. If you try screwing the person, then they answer correctly, then that's how you screw yourself.
Boy, is it
Okay.
chilly in here, or is it just me? No, it's the Cold War episode, silly. All about them commies. You remember what a commie is,
Oh,
don't
my.
you? Why, they're those nefarious folks from the Soviet Union who wanted to take over the world, I tell you, take over the world! Based on the name of the U.S. policy toward the Soviet Union's expansionism in the 1950s, what would you expect the United States to do to the Soviets? Hang them from a glass ceiling, push them through an open door, freeze them. All yours, player one. No! Player two, ball to your court. Take a shot, player two. The U.S. plan to limit Soviet influence
job.
back in the 50s was called containment.
Containment.
Oh.
General, Plan A didn't work. Damn. Bring on Plan B. Depleted Ziploc baggies.
I do like me a Ziploc baggie.
They do.
The
They're
one with
heavy.
the zippy on the top, though, not the
The
crescent
category's
seals.
gonna be the Common Cold War. $1,000 at stake on this one. Here's the question. If you were to wage a Cold War against the common cold, on what would you be spying? Viruses, bacteria, toxins, or cold? Player two, panic. Colds are caused by
Good job.
viruses.
That I actually kind of knew.
What's going on there, Agent 12?
How the hell should I know? I can't see them. You're great. Now I'm sick.
I think partially the way that they word the questions in this version
Calling
is
this
easier
one
for me to
better dull
comprehend.
than red. You get this one, you
There's so
pocket
much like
2,000
going on
bucks.
in the other
All right,
questions
give
that I
your
get
best shot.
distracted.
That's
Which
fair.
of these is not a dull fact about staunch anti-communist John Foster Dulles? He became vice president in 1959. He had 2 secretaries of state in his family. Oh gosh, excuse me. He helped negotiate a treaty with Japan.
Oh, he's still
or
sick
he
from the
wrote
last
books about
question.
international relations.
Well, dull. You're saying it's boring.
Also, but yeah, that's a good call. That's even better. That's probably more accurate.
Why do you do that to yourself? Player two, you want it? Player two, go. No, he did this, and in each book, the butler did it. Oops, sorry. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it?
The second one?
He never became a
No.
vice president. In 1959,
Oh,
he
never
died.
became.
I
got
didn't
it.
know such thing.
Yes, you did, Mr. Dulles. Which doesn't necessarily preclude him from carrying out the duties of the job.
Are you implying the
Duties.
American political system is not the best in the world? Are you some kind of communist, young man?
How is this topical?
No, sir,
I
Mr.
know.
Dulles. No,
I
sir.
thought
Well,
that
that's
was
good.
interesting.
Did I mention
also.
my favorite color is gray?
No, you hadn't mentioned that.
It's true.
Oh. This one's called I'm Getting Annoyed. You get it right with the 2K. Put it in
Domino's
gear, 'cause
Pizza?
here we go.
Thinking so.
If the domino theory applied to Domino's pizza delivery, which statement would be the most accurate? If pepperoni is free, sausage will cost extra. The more you like pizza, the less you eat it. If one is late, all pizzas will soon follow suit. Or Pizza Hut must not be allowed to deliver. All yours. That goes in the win column.
Good job.
The domino theory held that should Vietnam fall to the communists, the rest of Southeast Asia would fall in 30 minutes or less.
Ah,
Good job.
thanks.
We deduced.
Coming
I
at
did
you,
deduce.
chilling Soviet leaders. How does $2,000 sound?
Did you know I like talking on the telephone?
No, Mr. Dulles. I hadn't
That
heard
Dulles
that.
still around.
Honest.
Anyway, if you were to practice the Soviet policies of glasnost and perestroika on your refrigerator, what would you most likely do? Seal it off and kill all who approach it. Open it and reorganize it, sing about it constantly, or support it even though it doesn't exist. Player two, grab it.
Good job.
Player one, seal it off and kill all who approach. No, that's what I do when I've got some leftover Domino's pizza pie in there. Player 2.
That is one difference they made with this particular version of the game, is they made it to where the questions would kind of interlock. They would
Go for
continue to
it.
reference.
An imaginary refrigerator, huh? Hey, how about grab me one of those imaginary beers? You know, as long as you're up.
I like beer too.
Okay, Mr. Dulles.
So, like, Dulles is going to keep
Does
showing
this
up, I'm
ring a
sure.
bell? Glasnost means openness, perestroika means restructuring.
Oh.
These policies helped end the Cold War.
That
Hey,
makes
while
sense.
you're in
There you
there,
go.
clean out those old Tupperware containers, will you? They smell like Bolshevik.
Ah,
Get ready, because you're gonna play a When Did Happen.
When did that?
Alright, I'm gonna show you an event, like this. Then I'm gonna list off 7 other events, like this one. All you gotta do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon.
Or never.
Or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when
Like
the
the
correct
three-way.
answer is lit, you lose 1,000. Each time you're wrong.
Good.
Alright,
Go
let's
in the
get this
hole now.
party rolling.
You
the
might.
category for this When Did Happen is Vote for Me, That Other Guy
Which one
Sucks.
do you push?
Well,
Buzzer.
we all know
Buzzer.
that Americans love political campaigns because it
Good.
allows us to do what we do best. Make up slogans. Like, for instance, this classic. I like Ike. So how about it? Want to tell me if this Cold War era presidential campaign slogan was popular before I like Ike, after that one, or was it never a popular slogan at all?
Hey, I knew it.
no, it was not never.
Dang it. What did I now?
Oh my god. Click with Dick was really a thing. Wow. Well, it's after. Wow. Oh, that was... I still like Ike was a thing.
Look at that. Now I'm 1,000 in the hole.
I'm 1,000 ahead.
Great win,
Yep.
but it's a win. Let's check out the overall scores. Player 2, you're in the lead, despite your efforts to screw it up. Congratulations. Let's move
Kiss
on.
my ass.
Your entire ass.
In the crack.
7.
Up next, that vitamin is the bomb. $3,000 for this one. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If the B2 stealth bomber had the same properties as vitamin B2, what would be the best new name for it? The riboflavin bomber, the thiamine bomber, the niacin bomber, or the folic acid bomber? Winner one! Vitamin B2, it's also known as riboflavin.
I knew it.
Our first line of defense against the evil
That one I
forces
knew.
of respiratory
Did you?
problems.
I know a lot about fiber.
I'm not gonna lie, I guessed.
B12.
8.
Educated guess,
A
but
little something I call, if trees organized a forest, would anybody hear? I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Heads up, here it comes. If members of the John Birch Society decided to plant a society of birch trees, which of the following landscaping principles would they definitely not choose? A few trees get most of the soil's nutrients. All trees share the sun and soil equally. Birch trees are not placed near oaks or elms, or the tallest trees should be the happiest. All yours, player 1. Player 2, you gotta answer it. The John Birch Society is a group of ultra
Good job.
right-wing
Did I get it right?
anti-communists,
Mhm.
so they would hate the idea of trees sharing the soil equally.
good job.
Okay.
But I wouldn't worry about those John Birch people. Their bark is a lot worse than their bite.
Right.
Player
Yeah.
1, this is why they tell you to remember all the names of the people you've ever screwed, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Oh. Wow.
9.
Back and bite you.
The category
Yes, it
is
does.
corpses that sell out. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Man, I don't know what sickens me more. The fact that Gorbachev did a fast food commercial, or that commercials are using dead stars like Fred Astaire and John Wayne to sell products. Suppose you see a commercial using the famous image of Nikita Khrushchev banging something on a table during his UN speech. Whose product is Nikita most likely endorsing? Nike, Purdue, Jack Daniels, or Starbucks? Player 1, back in 1960, Khrushchev got all bent out of shape in front of the UN, and he started banging his shoe on a table. It was great.
I do remember that.
of the options,
We
it
will
seemed like.
bail you with
Yeah.
these very cool and comfortable shoes.
I was like, which one is most likely that he's gonna?
This category is
Hit.
he put the cool in Cold War. $2,000 for correct answer. Hey, do you
Arnold
remember that
Schwarzenegger.
MacArthur Park song where the guy gets all
Dr.
pissed off
Frank.
because somebody
It's a
left his
terrible
cake out in
song.
the rain and he lost the recipe? I can't say that I blame him really. I'd be pissed off too if my cake got wet. Anywho, if Douglas MacArthur left a cake out during his reign as commander of the U.S. forces during World War II, where would he not have returned to find runny icing on the ground? You gotta buzz in first. Player one. Player two, balls in your court.
Oh.
Player two, go.
Yeah.
My extremely close personal friend, General Douglas MacArthur, led U.S. forces all over the South Pacific during World War II.
I was thinking MacArthur was on the Germany side, but then
Unless, of
I
course,
looked
he
at the other
finds out
answers.
It was them who left his cake out in the rain. MacArthur's ass, moist and delicious.
Wow.
Player one, slide on over and make room for player two in this Dis or Dat.
That is amazing.
I like to call this Dis or Dat the Great Space Coaster Race. Now, I'm going to read off 7 space firsts, right? And for each event, I want you to tell me if it's an American first or a Soviet.
Almost all of them are Soviet.
Thumbs up if it's an American first. Press the square button.
Historically, America did not get very many firsts in space.
Skip the ones you don't know. I'll give you $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 for each one you get wrong or you don't get to. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. Okay, hold my hand. We're going. First satellite to orbit the Earth. First dog in space. First man to orbit the Earth. First woman to orbit the Earth. First man to walk in space. First probe to reach another planet. One more. First manned spacecraft to land on the moon.
That's the one we got.
Yeah,
Hey, you
all
got
the rest
4
were
right.
Soviet.
Great job of
Yep.
guessing. Let's throw that on your total.
Because there was always that thought, like America did so great at the space race, and really all we did is we landed on the moon before them.
Move on.
Everything else they did first.
Yeah.
That one I was like, yeah.
Category's gonna be rockin' over Russia. I got $2,000. Says you don't know this one. Let's see how you handle this one. Based on the class of spy plane he flew, what band would you have expected Francis Gary Powers to be listening to on his infamous mission over the Soviet Union? The Eagles? It's all yours, player one. In 1960, the Soviet Union captured U.S. spy Francis Gary Powers after shooting down his, drumroll please, U-2 spy plane.
Did you know that one?
And
I
the
actually
worst
knew that
part
one,
was
yeah.
that the
Nice.
U.S.
Good job.
government still didn't find what they were looking for.
Nah.
You seem pretty confident, so I figured you probably.
Yeah, that's one I knew.
I'm calling this one, nothing says democracy like a glass of cheap wine. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Hey, remember when the Berlin Wall came down and everybody celebrated the end of the Cold War? Everybody except those godless commies, of course, they were all upset. Anyway, suppose you celebrated the end of the Cold War with some cold duck in the home of that delicious drink. Where would you have lifted your glass? Poland? Czechoslovakia?
You can't say Czechoslovakia. Beautiful.
You know what? This is why we can't have nice things.
I had to guess it just because
Player two, you want it?
he was not able to say it.
Survey says.
Nope. Poland.
You want to see what the smart money
Poland
says?
was mine.
Nope.
Nope,
Cold
I would have had it
duck,
all
originally
wrong.
from Germany, is a delicate mixture of champagne and burgundy. Goes
Okay.
great with cheese and quackers.
Quackers. Oh, they're bringing out them jokes.
This one's called Our New Ambassador to the UN, Bozo. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Suppose you become a clown if you choose a name that is inspired by treaty organizations the United States has been involved with. Which of these should you not pick? ATO, NATO, CETO, or CENTO? Player one! CENTO was the Central Treaty Organization. It's also what you smell when you get too close to a clown. Player two, now's the time.
Well,
Player two, go. Wow, nobody ever picks that one. Should
Oh,
pick
wow.
this one. Auto is a car. You know, those tiny little things you and 20 of your clown friends pile into and drive around in.
And I think it's Jack Attack time.
I think we're tired.
I think we are tired.
We're just kind of
I'm
like,
kind of.
Welcome to the Jack Attack.
I'm like,
When
I
you
need a
see
nap.
2 words on the
Nap
screen
attack.
that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember, not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Yet another job for my fancy pants army knife, which of course I keep in my fancy pants.
So that's part of the thing you use to do the thing. So what do you loosen bolts with?
Oops.
A wrench. You were very close. Measure length with the can opener. Good job. I was thinking I was looking for measuring tape.
I was too.
Punching holes. What you gonna do with that? With a rock, yes. Punch holes with teeth. Oh, well, that was the answer. Already was there.
Oh,
I was
it
in
changed the middle. I was looking for the other one.
fucking eyebrows with a corkscrew. There you go. Good on you. Burning ants.
What?
Burning ants with a magnifying glass.
burning ants.
Punching holes.
Oh,
I guess a fist could be the answer, huh? Or an all. There you go.
I thought it was all last time I didn't choose it. I was like, oh, that's right.
Hey, it was very close. You won.
Wow, player 2, that was a close
That
call. Now, why don't you call
No, but you came back in the last round. I'm happy with that.
We're the old couple. We need naps and early bedtime.
I think that's coming. Yeah, it's been a day. It's been a weekend. It's been fun, but yeah, I am pretty tired. I'll blame my wrong answers on that. No, there are things I don't know.
Yes, there's many things I don't know.
No, that's all right.
Like how to play computer games.
Yeah, well, hopefully your fingers will feel better here soon too.
I hope so. This one is actually comfortable enough that I don't feel like bad at all.
Well, yeah, you were using the classic old school Atari one, which is infamously not comfortable. So
Player 2, it is your turn to enter your game.
we'll put this in there and we'll end our stream. And
Okay.
are you gonna be Bud again? No, you won this time. We should put you in your actual.
Okay. You can just put range.
That's all I'll do. RA9.
Or R2DL.
Oh,
That's even better.
we got Cheers Rage.
Excellent.
I think you got some doggos that would love to see you too.
Yeah, they are barking, letting up a howl. Thanks for anybody who joins to watch this at some point
In the future.
in the future. We love you. Yeah, yeah.
Now, once again.
Yeah. Oh, but
the
we'll definitely let the St.
Historically
Joseph's
Inaccurate
historically
Chorus
inaccurate choir take them out.
Well, that's probably a good call.
Oh, Abraham Lincoln was the president, and a short president was he. He was only 33 inches tall and wore acid-wash dungarees. Oh, he ate a lot of butter, which made him fat, so he tried to get really lean. He practiced for weeks, through the triple odds, and joined the U.S. figure skating team.
Good night.